Okay, happy Halloween, everybody. It's been a while since I posted it here on my booktube channel. I have a video that I've been working on for the last couple weeks, just kind of like a short vlog and pumpkin patch visit, but I wanted to go ahead and film today. Today's the 29th of October. I've read quite a few books. One of them is called The Haunted, and The Haunted is a book by Bentley Little, I believe, and it's basically a haunted home slash ghost story, but it's kind of different because it's very just like stress inducing. It's very rare that I enjoy like a ghost story or a supernatural story. It's very rare that it's done right, I should say. This story, The Haunted, was fantastic. It was spooky, it was eerie, it put the characters in just distressing situations, and basically kind of had like an American Horror Story slash Murder House vibe to it. Just the kind of similar situations, like that dread that it gives, kept me on the edge of my seat. There were, I mean, some depressing moments in it. It just did an amazing job. So I highly recommend it. I got it for free on Audible, and it was fantastic. I can't praise it highly enough. I think I gave it a 4 or a 5. If I was to give it like a half-star rating, it would probably be more like a 4.5. But like I said, I thought it was fantastic. I don't think I introduced this. So this is my Halloween look for work today. I was trying to do like a little mermaid look on the quick this morning. You can see my little scales. You can't really see my glitter, which is sad because the glitter is pretty epic. It's like, oh, here it is. You can see a little more on this side. It just gives a fun sort of makeup look to it with the glitter. But anyway, I wore it to school. I didn't want to be too spooky at work today for the kiddos. And I haven't taken it off yet, so that's why I look like this. So another story that I read was Fangoria Spooky Stories or something like that, volume 2. It was free on Audible. The first one wasn't, which was sad to me, but it was a collection of short stories, and these short stories range. Some were just strange, some were kind of spooky. It's kind of like the middle of the road kind of anthology, because some were good and some were eh. But overall, I enjoyed it. I wish the first one was free as well, but I might eventually go get it. And I just started The Graveyard Book, which is kind of like a whimsical spooky tale. I don't really think of it as creepy or scary. It takes place in a graveyard. This little boy is given to ghosts, and these ghosts have to raise him to keep him safe, and that's where the story goes from there. I'm on chapter 5. I'm enjoying it. It's just more whimsical than anything else. It's not really creepy or spooky. If you enjoyed like The Night Gardener or Bone Houses, you would probably enjoy The Graveyard Book. The character voices that I'm listening to, because this is like a radio show story, it's pretty good. But yeah, so far that's all I've been reading. Let me know what you guys would have been reading this October and for spooky season, and I'll probably update you guys more tomorrow or possibly this weekend when I finish or start a new book. Anyway, I will see you then. Okay, here's my darker Halloween look, my darker mermaid. Hope you guys can see the glitter and the glow. I love it. Yeah.
Hey, can you get away? Hey. You have to do, hey, can you do the lightsaber Wakanda forever?
So I haven't posted on BookTube in a while, and that's because this whole time has been kind of like absolutely crazy for me. As you guys know, I'm a teacher, and we had conferences and report cards, and not only that, I took a day off to spend with my husband for our anniversary. We went to the Not Scary Farm. We went to the Knott's Berry Farm Taste of Halloween, and it was fantastic, and I have some video clips, and I'll go ahead and insert them here. I ended up finishing the Graveyard book, and like I had said before, it was a very whimsical book. Not my absolute favorite, but it was a cute little story, and yeah, it wasn't spooky. It was just more like a whimsical story about a boy. I thought it ended nicely. I would like to see a movie about it. I think it would make a great movie. I think I probably would enjoy the movie better. I don't know. It's just me. I'm not always into the whimsical stories. And then, so I'm going to go ahead and continue, I guess, of whatever I read. I continued reading, and I read, what did I read next? Let me take a look real quick. So after I finished the Graveyard book, I read the 12th book in the Sookie Stackhouse series, the True Blood novels. I know there was a lot of bad reviews for it. I ended up giving it a 4. I really like Bon-Tom, and I like the characters, and Eric's my absolute favorite, so it's kind of hard seeing like the characters go through conflict with each other, but I think that's why a lot of people weren't liking it. Overall, I like the story. I think the 13th book is the last book, but then there's a couple other books that are sprinkled that have like extra stories. So I'll finish that here pretty soon and be done with the Sookie Stackhouse series, which is kind of sad for me, but yeah, it's weird because there are some things I really appreciate from the novel series that I wish they would have kept into the show, and then there's some things I really like that they changed in the show, and like vice versa. Like, I hate certain things that are in the show, and I hate certain things that are in the books. I'm not entirely sure which one I like better. Maybe one day I'll go through and reread it all and watch a season at a time and really compare it. But I appreciate both for what they are. And then after I finished Deadlocked, I read Meeting Manson, which was a short Audible story where a man interviewed Manson on the phone. Basically, they carried on a phone conversation, and it kind of talked about how Manson was always denying that he caused everything in a way. But then again, he's like, oh, I'm not always telling I'm telling the truth to the best of my ability, because he still wanted to get out. He still had that hope that he was going to get out, which I found interesting. But yeah, so that was interesting. I think I gave it a 3. It was very short, a real simple read. I read it within like an hour, or I listened to it within an hour. And then I also started, what else did I read? Let me pause it real quick and see. I also read or listened to this fantastic Audible story called The Bullet by Mary Louise Kelly, and it was about a woman who basically is unraveling this mystery about her life and her childhood, when she one day goes to the doctor and finds a bullet is embedded in her neck, spine area, and she just starts unraveling piece by piece, finding out she's adopted, then finding out what happened to her birth parents, and just like this weave, like absolute weaving of storytelling is done. Like, so many mysteries had to be unraveled there, and it was so cool. Like, it kept me interested. There were moments where I was like, I can't put this book down. And I think this would also categorize for like a 4 or a 4.5. I'm definitely interested in reading more Mary Louise Kelly stories. But anyway, sorry it took me so long to post the October video and this portion of November. It's November 18th. Time flies and I've been super busy. Next week is Thanksgiving and I haven't posted this Halloween video, so here's that. Thank you guys for watching it, and if you guys read any of these stories, let me know what you think of them. Thank you. Talk to you guys later.
I think we need some directions. There's a sign over there.
He does. Ooh.
Those around you, we ask that you please refrain from eating and drinking while walking. Also, we ask that you please maintain a safe social distance from others at all times.
Oh my God.
Hold on, let me get the light.
This looks like it's gonna do us in.
Yeah, I think so.
Film.
That looks good and smells good.
Really good.